everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I haven't been posting on my channel for the past year. I've been busy with school and other stuff that has been going on. I'm almost done with school and I'm so glad because this is unbearable for me. Thank you for being patient and for all my subscribers asking me how I'm doing and all my fans asking when am I going to be posting again. I'm going to be trying to post a lot this summer and hopefully that I will post more ghost hunting videos. The ones that we were supposed to post hasn't got posted yet because all the video evidence that we had disappeared. And I have good news for all of you. I will getting new ghost equipment that I will be using, except for using my phone like we have been doing in the past. And I am sorry for everybody else that I had to release some of my videos because some of them have been getting copyrighted or some of them haven't been really doing any good. So we're just going to delete them and start over. Today in this video, we're going to be reading Reddit stories called Am I the Asshole? So, let's get started. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm going to be reading Am I the Asshole Reddit stories. One I picked out that I have read in the past and it's about school. And the other ones are going to be surprised because I haven't actually been reading Reddit in a while. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I have been seeing these all over people's accounts. And I thought, why not do one for myself? I haven't done this in the past at all. I've been trying to focus on more of ghost hunting because I was like, I want to do that. I'm good at that. But now I haven't been really doing any of that. It's beautiful outside, but it's just I haven't really been doing that because I've been focused on school, trying to get myself out of there because I will be graduating in 14 more days. Okay, let's get started. This one is Am I the asshole to tell my teacher to fuck off? I mean, and so the title, if in my opinion, yeah, you could be, but it depends what the teacher has done to you. Here we go. Hi, my name is Savannah and I'm 17 years old. I am in 10th grade and I'm going to be going in 11th next year. My teacher, the new teacher of this year, she is a complete bitch. That's what everybody says. Okay. She doesn't allow us to have our phones in class. She doesn't allow us to have any kind of earbuds or any kind of headphones in class because she says it's a distraction. Well, it kind of can be. Depends on the person. I've been listening to music for the past 3 years. And the only reason for me to get my work done is I can listen to music. I have distraction issues towards in school. I have ADHD and depression and dyslexia. Yeah, that could be. So it can make me easily distracted. If you hear in the background that I have kittens, I will show you guys at the end of the video. For the past year, I've been struggling to keep focus on my work. So my solution is put some headphones in and focus on my work. One day, I brought my earbuds in to focus on a big project that we had in the end of the year. As I plugged them into my Chromebook, my teacher snatched them, pulled the cord right out and broke them. I was pissed. I would be too. Why would you do that? That is just stupid. She told me I'm not allowed to have them in class, even though it said I could. If there's a sign, maybe. She said these are inappropriate and these can distract you. And I said, but they're not distracting me. They're helping me. She said, bullshit. I know people like you. You like to listen to music or watch videos and blame it because you have mental health issues. Remind you, this teacher is something else. She doesn't believe mental health issues because she thinks they're fake. We have a teacher in our school that is like that. I told her I have ADHD and it's hard for me to keep focus on work. She told me that it's fake and I should get a life. I told my parents about this and she said maybe give the teacher a little bit of warm up. She's new and she maybe doesn't know what the rules are. But the principal tells you the rules. I went to the principal the next day and I told the principal, hey, you said to the students on the first day we could have headphones in class or around the area, especially with people with ADHD. She said that's fine, and she said, what teacher are you complaining about? Her name is Miss S, and I don't want her to get in trouble, but also too, she has been taking my headphones nonstop, and she finally broke the pair that I bought 3 weeks ago. Yeah, you shouldn't break a student's property, even though you told them not to put them in the first place, but also too, you shouldn't break their property. Okay, let's continue. The principal said, I just need to warm up to her, and she will warm up to me. It's been 3 weeks now, and the teacher's been on my ass like nothing. She kept taking my Chromebook for no reason, even though I've been doing my work, as she says. I've been turning into my work like she wanted me to, and she's been giving me an F. She said that I'm not doing this right, and she says I need to redo every assignment that I have done. For math, I don't show my work because I know what to do. She says if I don't show my work, I'm going to get an automatic 0. Why? It's just that's stupid. And then one day we had to do an essay in class, and she told me that I need to redo it 3 times. I was mad, so I put it into perspective for a stupid person. And she told me this is not how anybody should write, and this is not how you write. And I said, this is how you want me to write in the first place. She told me stop with the attitude and go back to my seat. The next day she called my parents and said, hey, I'm failing the class and I'm not doing my work or turning them in like I should. And my mom's like, that's not like my daughter, and my daughter is a wonderful girl and knows how to do her work. I actually helped her on this essay, and I thought it was good. The teacher goes, this is not what we wanted, and this is not how she is supposed to write it. My dad's like, how is she supposed to write it? And then my teacher explains, and I'm not going to go into detail. My dad said that is the stupidest reason that I should have heard. We're leaving. So we left, and that was it. The next day, she came to my desk and said, hey, I know your parents were mad at me, but I don't want you to be mad at me. I want you to redo this assignment one more time, and if you get it right, I will make it an A. I did it again, and she gave me an F. So the next day, I went to school, and I was wearing sweats and a crop top and my hair in a bun. It was 80 degrees outside, and I didn't have shorts. Because my mom said I need to get new shorts, and my mom said that the ones I had were too small. I mean, that could be possible. I walked into class, and the teacher looked at me and said, what are you wearing? I said, sweats and crop top. She said to go put on a shirt, and I said, I have a shirt on. She said, that's not a shirt, that's a horse shirt. And that's when I lost it. I told her to go fuck off and get that thing out of her pussy. Wow. And she said, what a rude mouth. And I said, yeah, well, you've been rude to me for the past month. Now I should tell you that I should wanted to tell you more what you should do, but I don't want to get in trouble. And then she called me a bitch. Well, the teacher called me a bitch in front of everybody. And I said, at least I can get laid and at least I don't have fucking people being mean to me. And the most thing that I said, at least I can get dick and you're a fucking bitch. And walked out of class and walked out of school and I went home. I mean, this was really, I don't know how to say this. This is like one of the things that I should do. If the teacher is bothering you, I get it. You shouldn't be like so mean to them, but also too, she's not the asshole. The teacher's the asshole. For the rest of the time as we're reading, I'm going to put on my glasses because I can't see these words. We're going to do 3 stories because I read so fast and my voice hurts. Here's another one. Am I the asshole for how I treat my girlfriend? Okay. Let's read it. I haven't read this one, so we're gonna read it together. I don't want to think from the name that I hurt her physically, but I intentionally hurt her emotionally. She's my whole life. We're going on 6 months this month on the 12th. I love her more than anything, but not as a good of a girlfriend as she deserved. I want to be better. She lives across the ocean, so it's hard to find time that fits in my work schedule to talk to her. There have been times where I haven't talked to her for a week, or at worst, it happened once a month. I know it's wrong. I'm not trying to say it isn't or justify it. I am tired, sure, but it doesn't matter. She talks to me when I'm not there, and she sends the sweetest thing. She's so understanding and supportive, but I keep fucking it all over, but not doing it anything. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I do it. I even tell myself it's dumb, but I'm a dumbass still. Continue. If you have anything that you even think could help, please let me know. I need a change. I want to keep her in my life. I love her so much. Um, you're not the. I'm gonna say he's not the asshole. It's just that if you don't really have time in your work schedule, then sometimes it's gonna be hard if you're in a long distance. I know because I'm in a 1 year relationship, over a 1 year relationship, and sometimes it's hard to find time out of the day to actually talk to your loved one, even when you're busy. But also too, um, sometimes it can be hard, but also too, it's okay to not talk to your loved one for like maybe a day or two. But for a whole month, that's kind of like a lot. But also too, it's because you're probably busy. I'm not saying you're the asshole, but probably do better with communication, or you're actually gonna lose this one. Okay, let's find another one. Like I said, you're not really the asshole, but for a whole month of not talking, sometimes that can lead to difficult um relationships. To say. Here's another one. I actually have been reading recently about how I treat my wife and kids or my loved one because I thought they were like um something you should read. Okay, am I the asshole for how I treat my wife and kids? I'm almost 50 and 3 kids. The youngest is in middle school. I have been married to my wife for 20 years. I got a great career with a large empires that can be stressful. I take my stress out on my family, mostly my wife, but my kids hear it and call me out on it. I need to change. I need to be a better man. Before I lose it all, I need to figure out how to fix myself before I ruin everything even more. I'm not sure what I need to do. Edit. Therapy starts Thursday morning. Thank you for everyone. 2. Edit 2. First therapy session went well, and I should have started this 30 years ago. Going to leave this post up in the hopes that others will see the same place seems help too. I mean, that is good that you went to therapy to figure out your stress, but also too, it wasn't good. Yeah, you're the asshole for taking your anger on your children and your wife. You should never do that. If you're angry or that you need space and you need to figure something out, like take yourself out of that situation and bring yourself to a different environment or a different place of the room or somewhere a different room in your house and calm yourself down before you make things worse, because otherwise you're gonna, like he said in this post, he's going to lose it all before it starts, kind of like that. Okay, let's read 2 more. I have to find another one. Here's this one. It's called "Am I the asshole for telling my partner that I get uncomfortable when he is drunk?" We had a little gathering last night with friends, and when the guests left, I couldn't hold him in my desire for his drunkenness. So I told him right away. He's never mean or threatening or anything like that when he's drinking. He just gets really slow and disordinated to me, but very unsexy. I don't recognize him. I get uncomfortable and I feel like I need help him. So the conversation with friends don't feel too awkward. Last night I just didn't want to, so I had to watch him slur and talk very slow about stuff that was clear not at all interesting to the group. I feel terrible because that night was very lovely. Otherwise, it was great excess. I just can't bring myself to say anything that tough. Though, or that Zoe caused the way when he drinks. He is drunk. Just turn me off, and makes me not respect him. His answer was, "Isn't really drunk anymore. He doesn't tell me every time I am on the planet while he's drunk, or otherwise I do agree with him on that. Think it is unfair of me to be directing me, but I'm just so grossed out and put off and have a terrible poker face. What should I have done instead? I feel for him, and I am sorry at the same time, so I feel very put off. How can I make it up to him and not now that I have been so mean?" Um, you're not the asshole for feeling uncomfortable about him feeling drunk, about him being drunk. If you're not comfortable with something, you should actually say it right away to your partner, because then they don't do it again. And if it continues to be like that, then you shouldn't be with the guy. Because again, she said is that she felt so uncomfortable while he drinks, and he's not himself. I mean, you shouldn't um be like that. And if you feel uncomfortable, then tell him the first time. But if he's continue doing that, then probably tell him that if you do not stop, I will leave you. But also too, like I said, you're kind of an asshole for not telling him right away. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and then that's it for the video because my voice is like dying. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that she needs to be more respectful when she comes to my house? I mean, depends what she's doing. Over the summer, I let my friend come over to spend a few weeks, or like 1 week a day, or a month. Sometimes only 1 month a year of the summer. Sometimes it could be during Christmas. Sometimes it can be during spring break. But the one thing I always tell her, she needs to be respectful to my household and to my family. And if you're not, I would not allow you to come again until you are. One day she came over for spring break because I was bored and I didn't have any friends to hang out with. I mean, I did, but I didn't at the same time. Because all my friends, well, I can't say if they're guys or girls because they're mixed. But I had her over for almost 5 days, and it was her birthday weekend. So I was like more of a surprise, kind of. I wanted her to come over, but also too at the same time, I wish that she was respectful for my things. She kept my room a mess. She kept telling my brother that she needs to grow some bowls, and kept petting my brother because he has issues. So if you provoke him, then you're gonna he's gonna hit you. So she gave me a Valentine's basket, and it was lovely. I told her that we should do this next year, the day few weeks for on call, and I told her that we should do a Valentine's basket. But I didn't know she was gonna do it and bring me one the day of that I got her. Because she said she should do it next Valentine's, not this Valentine's. I was kind of surprised, but I kind of felt guilty because I didn't have anything compared. She said, that is fine, but I knew it wasn't because her face hit everything. So we got back to my place, and we sat on the bed, and we colored, and we drawed, and we watched TV. I didn't really like the shows that she watched because Japanese shows I don't understand them as much. And she kept complaining that we didn't have anything to drink or anything to eat. We had a whole bag of chips, and she kind of made them all. And I needed help to do a video for a project. And the whole time she kept complaining that she needed to wear this or she needed to wear that. I don't mind her borrowing my clothes, but also too, she kind of ruins them because she's bigger than me. No offense to that, but I am tiny and I'm small. And my clothes are small and she's kind of big. Again, not offensive, not trying to be rude. Okay, let's pause for a minute. I mean, if you don't mind, like, someone borrowing your clothes, but also, too, you shouldn't probably get clothes that are not their size so they don't really ruin them. Okay, continue. Like I said, I don't mind her using my clothes. The majority of my clothes, I have them all organized to where they're from karatos to short sleeves to long sleeves to, yeah, you get the point. I get the point. But I have a majority of crop tops because they feel comfortable and they don't like they don't hug yourself. She asked if she could wear one and I said sure, but please don't ruin it. But when she put it on, I kind of cringed. Oh, here we go. No offense to fat people or anything, it's just that they don't really look good in crop tops. I mean, they do, but they don't. She kind of stretched out my shirt and I was kind of mad because that was my favorite. And then we went outside to go film and I told her that we're going to film this and that. And she got mad because I told her that we had to redo it because it wasn't right. And after a few hours, we went back inside and we went to go sit down and color. And the whole time, I said, we're going to color. We're not going to be on our phones because we don't need to be on our phones. The whole time that I said that, she was on her phone anyways. I was kind of mad because you shouldn't be on your phone when I said I said we're not going to be on our phones. Yeah, you shouldn't. If you said that you shouldn't and you like want to do a thing without phones, then listen. And then we were watching a movie, and it was called The Run. I watched it before, and it was really good. There was a specific scene where I said I have been through those metal detectors. And as I said that, she said I have too, and it's like when, where, and how. She says when my friend got adopted, and I go, you cannot go to a closed adoptery because that is not allowed. You're not family. Yeah, like that. You cannot go to a adoption court thing if you're not family or adopting that kid because it's kind of closed. She looked at me and rolled her eyes, and I was like, I'm just telling you. And then after a few minutes passed, she was still on her phone scrolling. And I went on my phone because I got bored of drawing, so I started doing digital art. I love doing art, it's one of my favorite things. I've been doing art since I was only 4. And the things that I like doing is making people. And the one thing that I hate when people do is when they trace. I know where this is going. My friend, the one that I was talking about, she traces her stuff like it was nothing. She said, oh, I made this and I made that. It's like, no, you didn't because I seen these on the internet before. She kept arguing with me and saying, yes, it is, I made this myself. So I let it go. There was no point of arguing over a stupid thing, even though I was right and she was wrong. And then we were drawing and we were talking about mental health issues. She kept saying that she has social anxiety and dyslexia. I got mad because those are the things that I have. Social anxiety is where you do not. I'm gonna. Social anxiety is where you do not go up to strangers and talk to them, and if like a stranger comes up to you, you walk away. That is social anxiety. Or like you don't like big places. She got mad because I called her out. And then she said, "Oh, my dyslexia ass." And I said, "You don't have dyslexia." And she says, "How do you know?" And I said, "Because you know how to read perfectly fine and you know the words." And I explained to her what dyslexia it is, and she said, "Oh." And I said, "I have." She said it again, "I have it." And I let it go because there was no point of arguing with her. And the next day, I was so ready for her to go home because I was pissed because I woke up with a mess on my floor. She ate in my room after I told her we're not going to eat. Wow. So after we went back, I was trying to keep my cool, trying to not be irritated with her because she was irritating me the whole time. As we were going, I was sitting up in the front seat because I didn't want to sit in the back. The whole time she kept provoking my brother and saying, trying to hit him, and she complained and complained and complained that what she was hitting. So I turned around and I said, "Don't complain that he's hitting you because you're provoking him." Even my mom agreed. As we dropped her off, and I told her father that if she says that Elliot hit him, tell her that I told her because she was provoking him and she can't complain. And then the next day, the next time, I said, "Don't do it again." And then she gave me, and then I went back home and I was looking for this red panda that she got me. She said I could have it, and then I said, "Cool, that's great." But as I got home, it wasn't on the bed, it wasn't anywhere to be seen. So I texted her mother and said, "Hey, can you check her bag to make sure she doesn't have the black panda?" And she told me, and then I got in a fight with her, with my friend. She said, "I never said you could have it. I never said it was yours. I never said anything." And she sent me a list of things, and I knew it was Edit because I had the list before, but I didn't show her. And like I said, I never said in the beginning that I was photographic memory, but I have a photographic memory when it comes to things. Yeah. I remember every detail of every little conversation that we had. I was pissed that she lied to me. And I was pissed that she keeps lying to me every single time she comes. But like I said, she's still my best friend and will ever be my best friend. But also, too, she needs to learn not to lie to me and tell the truth. We have gotten fights in the past where it physically hurt and I physically had to, like, leave the situation. And she blamed me for the whole thing. This is a long one. I was mad because she blamed me for the whole thing, but also, too, it wasn't worth fighting for. But now it is kind of is because she keeps lying to me. And I keep asking her when she wants to come back up. And she said, "I don't know, maybe this time." And I told her we had to change the date on when she wanted to come up because I would be gone out of town. She got mad because that was the only day that she could wanted to come. And I said, "You can come for these days and these days." I'm not going to say which days because I don't know exactly sure. She wanted to come up. She couldn't stop talking about it. And now she looks like she doesn't want to come up. Um, but there's a lot more of how about this story and how I think I'm the asshole for this. But last year over the summer, one time when I was watching my little brother, and it was 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and she was awake downstairs in my brother's bed. They were laughing, talking. Okay, that's fine. But now they got to a screaming match. I had to physically get up and go tell to separate them. People were sleeping. My other brother had work, and my brother was mad because so when I told her that you need to go upstairs and leave this alone and go back to bed because I'm not dealing with this. And she yelled at me and said, "It's not your choice. I'm the boss." She said, "It's not your choice, and I can do what I want." And I said, "It's my choice. I'm the boss." And get upstairs. She got mad and she shut in the living room. I said, "Whatever, sit there. I don't freaking care." I went back upstairs and I laid in my bed on my phone. She comes back upstairs and she lays down on the couch. We sat like that for almost a half an hour. And I said, "I'm gonna go downstairs and go cook supper, cook breakfast because we're hungry." She went back downstairs and I said I was only gonna make a few and I'm not gonna make a mess. After I was done cooking for all of us, she started cooking herself. And I said, "You better pick up the mess because I'm not gonna clean it up again." She left it and I was mad. So I told her later we're gonna clean this up together. She got mad that I said that, but I said that if you're gonna be here, you need the help. She gets mad every time we do chores, but it's something that we have to do, and this is what the rules are. And one time we were going to bed, and I told her I want my space because I'm so used to sleeping alone, and I don't like sleeping with other people. I mean, I do, but I don't. She's not my boyfriend. I don't need to be sleeping with her. I mean, this is funny. She got mad because I kicked her out, and I said, "It's not my fault that I don't want you there. I just need space." And then after a bit, she went back to the couch and she slept. Sometimes she would stay up till 2 in the morning and yell and scream, and I would get in trouble because she's yelling and screaming. I told my mom, "I'm not the one that's doing anything. I'm trying to go to myself a bed." My bed is at 9, and she gets mad because I want to go to bed early. It's not early. It's something that I have been doing for almost 3 years. It's called a pattern because I have OCD and I need to stay in a pattern. She said, my friend said that she has OCD, and I said, "No, you don't because you never clean, you never do anything, you leave messes." And that's when again, every time she says what I have, it pisses me off. Well, that is it, and I'll tell you guys more about her next time. Like I said, her friend needs to learn to be respectful. And no, you're not the asshole for how she is. She needs to be more like an actual human being, not a stupid little girl. I mean, seems like she's a stupid little girl, but you need to learn people's boundaries and rules. And when they say don't do this and you do it anyways, then that is when you shouldn't be coming back to that person's house. Like I said before I go for this video, I'm going to show you guys the kittens that were born on my birthday on May 1st. So this one's a black one, and I believe he's a boy. He's cranky. You're cranky. Yeah. The cool thing about this cat, he has 6 toes. See? So that's number 1. Oh, here's number 2. He already has one of his. Oh! I thought the other one was coming. This one's a she, I think. Yeah. Her eyes are coming open. It's only been 2 days already. Here's another one. Oh, the other one was a boy. Sorry. Yeah, the other one was a boy. This one's a girl. So. And here's the other one. Yeah, I played you with my mama's drink. This one's a girl. So there's 2 boys and 2 girls. I can't wait till for them to get older and I can actually have kittens again. that's a different story time on that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy these Reddits. I will do more in the future, hopefully, and hopefully I get a set date time for, posting. And I have exciting news. Hopefully I can take a video for this, but next weekend I am going to the circus thing in, I think it's in Minneapolis, with my dad and his girlfriend. We're going to this, I think it's called the Hunter Circus. And I'm going to hopefully make a trip, like vlog my trip when I go. Hopefully I can, and if I can't, I'm sorry guys. Um but I'm gonna do some daily vlogs, hopefully. They're not always gonna be daily. I'm gonna make schedule time for ghost hunting. I am gonna get on call. I'm going to see if my friend wants to do some ghost hunting, and if she does, then I'm gonna record it. Actually, I'll call her in a little bit, see what she says. But if she says yes, hopefully, because hopefully we can go down to a graveyard and we can do it. My dad's girlfriend has equipment that we can use, and hopefully that she can like let us use it. And if she does, that would be great. But like I said, more will be coming, and I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed this video. If you did, give a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, subscribe to it. If you want more videos like this, leave a comment. I will try my best to make more videos. I'm probably going to be posting every Saturday or Wednesday. And I'm probably going to do another channel or something, or just keep this channel and do reaction videos. But like I said, I'm going to stop talking, let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoy this. Bye, my loves!